Alright, so what's up guys, this is Cosmic43 Gamer here, and welcome to Surgeon Simulator Anniversary Edition. Today, we are going to be doing a very simple operation. We are going to be doing a heart transplant. Now, when performing a heart transplant, you want to be very, and I mean very, very, very careful, alright? This isn't a game here, alright? This is real life. So, simply remove the cloth without it getting stuck inside your hand because we don't want that. Bob here is suffering from a heart defect, so, you know, we've got to go in and save the patient. Yes? Good. Now, there is sometimes a glitch or whatever where you can kind of grab a lung or whatever and break something, do whatever, and you'll be able to get out the rib cage just fine, but we're not able to do that, so we might have to go with the bone saw here. Well, not technically this thing is the bone saw, but we're gonna go with this handheld Dremel type saw. Alright, I guess we're going with the handsaw. Now, this handheld bone saw is very delicate, alright? With the sharpest teeth that you've ever seen in your life. So, just gotta be very, very careful here, alright? You don't want to lose too much blood. If you go under 3,000, then, well, your patient's kinda screwed at this point. Hitting it a couple times will do wonders to your operation. Now, move over here to the hammer. First, you got to get rid of this beaker thing because the beaker's going to get in your way. It's going to be annoying. You don't want that in your workspace. Your secretary will clean it up. Now, the hammer. The most trusty tool used for using nails. Also very, very good for breaking your ribs as well. Come across this point where you're starting to break off the ribs very well. And I think it might be time to start pulling out some of the ingredients. Oh god, Bob is bleeding desperately. If your patient starts to undergo blood... I injected myself with the happy juice, you see. You don't want to inject yourself with the green syringe, right? The green syringe will make you go on the NASA trip down to Jupiter to go see Marvin the Martian. So you kind of just want to inject your patient a couple times with this needle. The needle is completely safe unless injected into the genital area, from what my nurses told me, that you should not ever inject this stuff into the genital area, or else your patient, and I stabbed myself again. Good thing we have the antidote. Or else your patient will have to go through more, you know, surgery. And more surgery equals more money. More money means, well, comes out of my paycheck, so you don't want to stab your patient too much. Now, I think stabbing him in the face is not the very, you know, efficient way to do it, but it's the way I do it, so you can do it any way you want. Just, you know, make sure he doesn't bleed too much. Alright, let's get some of these ribs out of here. We might need that hammer. Oh, well, the hammer's gone, so we're gonna have to resort to this drill. This hand drill. Now, we're gonna get rid of one rib here, right? Just gonna drill the rib ever so delicately, as like you're making butter. Alright? Simple, simple task. Just let the, there we go, just like that, dude. And you can go ahead and throw that away. Now, if your happy juice is backwards, well, that's not really my problem, but you want to go ahead and inject your patient with this good stuff. Just like that. Nice. Now, that drill is going to continuously go on, so I never, ever, ever advise to use the drill because, you know, it's annoying to listen to, you know, while you're doing your surgery. Alright, we've got our lungs out of there. Now we have to get the stomach unattached from the throat. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna grab a pair of scissors. Now most people will use a scalpel, and if the case has to happen, I will be using a scalpel for this certain surgery. Now, don't want to stab your patient If he starts bleeding, it's alright, little man. Okay, he's bleeding a lot. If your patient starts bleeding from all over the place trying to, you know, detach the stomach from the throat, it's perfectly fine. There we go. Alright, now that we have the stomach unattached, you want to go ahead, grab the cord that is attaching it, just like so. And you want to grab that stomach as well. Nothing's worse than having an unwanted stomach in your patient. It just looks more like a Pokeball. Alright, well, we can't really get the stomach out, so we're gonna have to inject our patient with more happy juice because, you know, he's feeling a little bit down today. And inject your patient wherever is fine. Just make sure that that stuff gets into him, man. You don't want your patient dying on this. Now, for the most extreme part of this surgery, you have to cut the cords. Well, not really the cords. You have to cut the nerves from the heart, from the patient to the heart. You have to do it without killing the man. Alright, that's one of the things that we teach here in our medical school of endurance. There we go, dude. Heart's out, just like that. It's been unattached. Now, you don't want your patient to overgo a blood loss from the heart not being in, so just let it down there. It's not worth anything. You go ahead, come over here to your beautiful pristine heart, and let's take a look here. 2,000 health. He's looking all right. We're 7 minutes into our surgery. We're gonna be just fine. Let's go ahead and put this heart right in, and our surgery is complete with a minute time of 7. We did pretty well. Let's go ahead and move on to our next surgery. Welcome to our brain surgery, ladies and gentlemen. As you have seen from my heart surgery, the brain, the most amazing specimen known to man, holds all the knowledge of the world in this little chrome dome. We have to replace it. See, a man's brain will from time to time become over-knowledged. That's why Stephen Hawking did. Anyways, so we have a tomahawk. Beautiful, wonderful weapon. If you are planning on using a tomahawk during your surgery, please be looking at your document books on page 19. How to properly use a tomahawk. I've done this multiple times, alright? Just a tight, light little tap, figuring out where you want to go. Or you know what, dude? If you're careful enough, you might be able to break away some of that skull with the tomahawk without doing too much damage, you know? You just don't want to have to hit that precious brain. Alright? That brain holds all the knowledge. Now, you don't want to stab your patient in the face either with the tomahawk because, you know, lawsuits. It's a thing. Alright, so far so good, keeping a minimal blood level. Just gotta get rid more of this skull here, like so. Now, as we call myself Dr. Cosmic, back in doctoring school, I was a grade A student, believe it or not. Only 3 patients died of cardiac arrest. And after that day, I knew I was going to be the greatest doctor alive, saving people's souls and breaking people's skulls open. The wonders of being a surgeon, might I tell you. Now, after you've gotten most of your skull broken here, it might be time to pull that brain out. You might want to keep your tomahawk on standby. Just gonna break a little bit more here. Looks like we have maybe just too much skull. Just gonna hammer that out a little bit. There we go. Alright. Keep your tomahawk on standby. Grab your happy juice. You know, after your patient starts losing some blood, you don't want that happening. Alright? Go ahead and inject the patient, as we talked about in our first lecture class. Like so. Now, the good firm grab on that brain, folks. If If it feels like the brain doesn't want to come out yet, that's okay. Alright, just go back to the tomahawk. This is a very bad position to hold it. Get rid of some of that extra skull just to be safe. Like so. There we go. Just gonna get some of that. Like so. Alright. Go ahead, set your tomahawk on standby. Make sure it doesn't fly off the desk. Grab yourself some of that happy juice. As we all know, happy juice makes the patient stop bleeding. Alright. Go again for that brain. Just like that, boys. Once the brain full comes out of its socket, then you are definitely ready to cut this bad boy out and get a new one in. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna have the kidney scalpel. I learned this back in kidney school, dude. Alright, this thing here is the kidney saw, kidney scalpel, whatever you want to call it. This thing is used for cutting kidneys, but it works just fine cutting brains. Like so. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this specimen. That is this ugly brain. Pathetic. Be gone. We don't need you here. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the jar off. And we shall behold our patient with the new brain. You see. Like so. Now, may go in backwards, but you know what? Backwards brain is good as a front brain. And we are solid with a total time of 5 minutes. We got that patient out and ready. He's gonna be just fine. I think we have time for one more surgery and we'll call it a night. And welcome to our final surgery of the day. I have some top secret information from the US government that we have a very special surgery to do. Now, me being the high professional, high-class doctor that I am, I must do this. Dr. Cosmic is going to do the surgery. I have the pin code for this keypad here. This can't leave this room, so between you and I, let's keep this code a secret, shall we? Insert your code 4948. And our alien friend. Now, we have to take care of the global shaft. One of the most important parts of the alien life form is their global shaft. It is up to us to make sure that this alien goes home tonight well and healthy. Let us commence our surgery. We have a variety of weapons, surgical tools. Yeah, surgical tools. And we're going to be using the tomahawk for this specific job. Now, this is an alien ribcage. The alien ribcage is slightly similar to a human ribcage, but it is, well, alien. So let's go ahead and start breaking open this wonderful specimen that is the alien. Now, unfortunately, there is no cure for this alien, alright? So once the blood starts going, well, alien juice starts going, there's no way to heal him again. So, make surgery count, boys, because you've only got one of them. And there goes our global shaft. I was afraid that was going to happen, but no matter. Alright? I'm a doctor of surgery, and I will make sure that this alien goes home tonight well fed with a new global shaft. First things first, alright, dude? We gotta keep this global shaft secure. Alright? We can't have this thing floating around or else we won't be able to do our surgery. Good enough. Alright. Let's get this hand out of here. Yes, I know. Aliens have hands. Now, we need to, again, keep the global shaft on standby. Alright. Get our scalpel. We have to cut the 6 cords that are keeping the global shaft in contact. with the alien here. You see? Yes? Good. Let's just make our incisions near the global shaft, but not on the global shaft, you see. Alright, we've got down our 2 cords. Well, not cords, but our 2 things. Alright, we got all 3 of them here. Global shaft, still on standby. Good. Just had to double check it. Now, let's come over here. Let's get these other 3. I'm going to be very, very delicate. As much as you can, alright? As you see me going around here stabbing this dude's global shaft up, you don't want to do that, alright? Alright, dude, once again, the global shaft is the most important thing. The alien life form. But I'm not a very good example of, you know, keeping that global shaft in standby. Yes? Good. Alright. We've got 1 more to go, and it's out. Global shaft is out, boys. Oh. Well, you see, now we have a problem because our global shaft is up here and we can't do anything about it, so we're gonna have to restart. Alright, so once again, after you've re-entered your code, which again, please keep this secret here. This is for surgery only. We're going to have to do the global shaft once again. Now, I was not very careful. Alright, I let our stuff be gone. It was going everywhere, it was bad. We gotta be more careful this time, alright? So, once again, let's go ahead, start cutting. Well, start chopping anyways at that alien ribcage. Alright, don't want to be too harsh on it, alright, but you also want to be able to break it to the point where you're able to, you know, completely access it as much as you can, so everything is not so clustered, if you will. I do not suggest using the bottom of the tomahawk, as it is not very effective. Now, alright, let's go ahead and get that out of here. Our stuff is, well, there goes the Pewds ball. That's not really important at the moment, but okay. We just need to keep that global shaft in contact, alright? That's it. That thing breaks, by God, all hell's gonna break loose once again. Alright, get that out of here. We need 1 scalpel. Alright, well that's more than 1 scalpel, but you know, it's alright though. Let's just start making our incisions. Even fucking... God damn it. I was gonna say if I even can make the incisions, and then I break the glass. I've already got 1 thing down. Come on now, dude. Make this a successful surgery, please. Because I can't afford to lose another alien, alright? I mean, that first one that I kind of failed on the first time, dude, he's out in space, you know? Alright, it looks like the global shaft is staying by the alien's arm. That's fine. Dude, I just can't let that thing get out of my reach. Come on. Last one. There we go. Alright, it's out. Give me the global shaft. And insert that into the alien. And we are good. The best surgeon in the universe. I don't have that achievement. Oh, but we got an A. You know what? That's fine, dude. I will take an A with a total time of 2 minutes. That's gonna wrap it up here for our surgeries. I want to thank you all again so much for joining me on my magical and wonderful medical experience. If you would like to see me do more medical experiences, then please be sure to go down and smash the like button, and also don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Snapchat, and Google+. The links are going to be in the description below, as well as my sponsorships for csgolive.com and hellcase.com. Use code COSMO43 and get 10 cents for free. And links in the description down below to my promo code. Use that, and you'll get your discount for hellcase.com. So, once again, my name is Dr. Cosmic. I want to thank you all once again for joining me on my magical, wonderful medical experiences. That being said, my name is Cosmic43 Gaming, and I am out.